Chosen one. A woman is secretly in love with you, but afraid to speak. Listen carefully, because what you are about to hear carries a weight that can shift your path if you truly receive it. I am revealing to you that there is a woman whose heart has quietly chosen you, yet fear has sealed her lips and held her back from stepping forward. This is not a passing feeling or a shallow attraction, but something deeper that has grown in silence while you continued your life unaware. If you ignore this moment, you may miss a gentle blessing that has been placed near you with care and intention. I am bringing this to your attention now, so you do not walk past something that was meant to find you. Type Amen if you agree. I see her thoughts when no one else does, and I know the reason she stays hidden is not because her feelings are weak, but because they are strong and vulnerable. She has watched you in quiet moments, paying attention to the way you carry yourself, the way you treat others, and the way you rise after struggles. Her heart has spoken many times, but fear of rejection, fear of timing, and fear of losing what little connection exists has kept her silent. You may have sensed a presence, a softness in someone's energy around you, but you dismissed it as coincidence. This is not coincidence. This is something unfolding in a quiet and careful way. If this touches your heart in even the smallest way, take a moment to like this video, because that simple act opens your spirit to receive what is being revealed to you right now. I am not showing you this to confuse you or lead you into uncertainty, but to awaken your awareness. There are moments when love approaches not with noise and boldness, but with stillness and hesitation. She carries her feelings like a secret treasure, unsure if the moment will ever be right to reveal them. You may have noticed her silence, her distance at times, or even her sudden closeness followed by withdrawal. These are not mixed signals, but the signs of someone battling fear while holding onto something real inside her. Type 777 if you trust God. I want you to understand that her fear is not a reflection of your worth, but a reflection of her own inner battles. She questions whether she is enough, whether she will be accepted, and whether revealing her heart will bring joy or pain. In her quiet moments, she has imagined what it would be like if you saw her the way she sees you. She has imagined conversations that never happened, smiles that were never shared, and a connection that remains just out of reach. This is the weight she carries while standing near you, unnoticed in the way she hopes to be seen. There is a reason this truth is reaching you now, and it is not random or accidental. I am guiding your attention so that you begin to notice what you have overlooked. Pay attention to the small things, the lingering looks, the quiet care, the subtle ways she shows up without drawing attention to herself. Love does not always arrive in grand gestures, and sometimes the most genuine feelings are hidden behind silence. If you remain unaware, you may walk away from something that was meant to grow in your life. You have been chosen to receive this awareness because your heart has been prepared through your own struggles and growth. You have learned patience, you have learned resilience, and you have learned to stand even when things did not go your way. These qualities are not unnoticed, and they are part of the reason her heart was drawn to you. There is something in your spirit that feels safe to her, even if she has not yet found the courage to step into that safety fully. This connection has been forming quietly, without your direct involvement, yet it is real. I want you to move forward with calmness, not rushing or forcing anything into the open. This is not about chasing or confronting, but about becoming aware and allowing things to unfold naturally. When you begin to notice her presence more clearly, respond with kindness, with openness, and with a gentle energy that does not pressure or overwhelm. Sometimes, the right environment is all that is needed for fear to loosen its grip. When she feels that she can be seen without being judged, Her heart will begin to speak in its own time. Do not underestimate the power of patience in this situation. Love that grows in silence often carries a depth that loud beginnings cannot match. She has been protecting her feelings, not because they are uncertain, but because they matter deeply to her. This is why she has waited, watched, and held back, hoping for a sign that it is safe to move forward. You becoming aware is part of that sign, even if she does not yet know it. There is intention in her silence, and there is emotion in the way she holds herself back. I am asking you to slow down and truly notice, because this kind of love does not shout for attention, it waits patiently to be recognized. When you become aware, you step into a place where something hidden can finally breathe. Type yes to receive miracles. There have been times when she wanted to speak, when her heart pushed her forward, but something inside her pulled her back at the last moment. You may remember moments where her words seemed unfinished, where her eyes lingered just a little longer than usual, or where her presence felt close yet distant at the same time. These are not accidents or random behavior, they are signs of someone standing at the edge of vulnerability. She carries the weight of what could happen if she reveals her truth, and that weight has kept her quiet. Still, her feelings have not faded. They have only grown stronger in the silence. What if the real reason most manifestation methods do not work has finally been explained? A top neuroscientist linked to CIA research says, without the right brainwave, results stay inconsistent. This 7-second ritual, supported by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people approach money differently and improve their direction. Many are now stepping into dream homes, buying luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations they once thought were out of reach. But this information might not stay available online. Click the link in the description and comments before it gets removed. You must understand that fear can be louder than love in the beginning, especially when the heart has been hurt before. She may have experienced rejection, disappointment, or moments where she gave her trust and received pain in return. Those memories do not disappear easily, and they shape the way she approaches something as real as this. Even though her heart leans toward you, her mind reminds her of everything that could go wrong. This is why she hesitates, not because she does not feel, but because she feels deeply. I am guiding you to respond with patience, not urgency. If you rush or push too hard, you may cause her to retreat even further into her silence. What she needs is a sense of calm, a quiet reassurance that she can exist around you without pressure. When you create a space where she feels safe, where she does not have to defend herself or hide her emotions, something within her will begin to soften. It is in that softening that her heart will slowly find the courage to open. There is something important I want you to hold on to, and that is this truth. Not every love begins with bold declarations or clear signals. Some of the most meaningful connections start in stillness, in observation, and in moments that seem small but carry great weight. She has been building her feelings piece by piece without you even knowing it. Every interaction, every glance, every shared moment has added to what she carries inside. This is why her silence is not empty, it is full of meaning. You may begin to notice changes now that your awareness has been awakened. The way you see her will shift, and the way you respond will carry a different energy. This is not something to fear, but something to approach with care and intention. You are not being asked to take control of the situation, but to remain present within it. When you stay grounded and open, you allow what is meant to unfold to come forward naturally. This is how something hidden begins to reveal itself without force. Type 1111 if you believe. She has already imagined what it would feel like to be seen by you in the way she sees you. She has pictured moments of honesty, where her words are no longer held back and her feelings are no longer hidden. But those moments remain in her thoughts because she is waiting for something to shift. That shift does not come from pressure, it comes from trust. When she feels that the space around you is safe enough, her heart will begin to move toward you in a way that cannot be held back any longer. I want you to recognize that your role in this is not to chase, but to receive and respond. There is a difference between forcing something to happen and allowing it to unfold. When you try to control every step, you create tension that can push things away. But when you stay open, calm, and present, you create a space where something real can grow. This is the kind of energy that invites truth to come forward without fear. You have been through your own journey, and you have learned lessons that have shaped who you are today. Those lessons were not wasted, and they have prepared you for moments like this. You understand patience now in a way you did not before. You understand the importance of timing, and you understand that not everything happens all at once. This awareness is what will guide you as this situation begins to shift. She is closer than you think, not just in physical presence, but in emotional connection. Even in her silence, she has been connected to you in a way that you are only now beginning to understand. There is a quiet bond that has been forming, and it is waiting for the right moment to come into the light. That moment cannot be forced, but it can be welcomed when it arrives. Your awareness is the first step in that process. Do not let doubt cloud what is being shown to you. It is easy to question something that is not yet fully visible, but that does not make it any less real. Just because something is hidden does not mean it does not exist. In fact, some of the most meaningful things in life begin in places where they are not immediately seen. This is one of those moments, and you are being asked to trust what is unfolding, even if it feels subtle at first. As you move forward, keep your heart open but steady. Do not rush ahead with assumptions, and do not pull back in fear. Stay balanced, observing and responding with care. When the time is right, what is hidden will begin to reveal itself in a way that feels natural and undeniable. You will not have to question it when it becomes clear, because it will carry a truth that cannot be ignored. There have been moments when she almost stepped forward, moments when her courage rose just enough to bring her closer to speaking her truth. In those moments, her heart was strong, but her fear still held power over her actions. She may have started to say something meaningful, then changed her words at the last second. She may have found reasons to stay near you, only to pull away before things felt too real. This push and pull is not confusion, it is the tension between her feelings and her fear. You must not misinterpret her silence as lack of interest. Silence, in this case, is filled with meaning, filled with emotion that has not yet found its voice. She is protecting something that matters deeply to her, something she does not want to risk losing. This is why she has been careful, why she has measured her actions, and why she has waited for a sign that it is safe to step forward. That sign does not come through force. It comes through the way you carry yourself around her. Have you heard about the private group of neuroscientists working on brainwaves connected to money? A top researcher revealed this work was based on CIA studies, not meant for public release yet. The result is a simple 7-second ritual, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, now practiced at home. Many who once struggled financially are now living in dream homes, owning luxury cars, and taking luxury vacations. But this page could disappear without warning. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. There is a gentle power in how you respond now that you are aware. Your calm presence, your kindness, and your openness can create a space where her fear begins to lose its hold. When she feels that she can be herself without being judged or rejected, her heart will begin to move differently. This is not something that happens in a single moment, but something that unfolds gradually. Each small interaction becomes a step toward something greater, even if it does not seem that way at first. Type 2222 to receive miracles. You may begin to feel a shift in your own heart as well, a sense of curiosity or connection that was not as strong before. This is natural because awareness changes how you experience what is around you. When you begin to see her in a new light, your energy toward her will also change. This change does not need to be dramatic, it only needs to be genuine. Authenticity is what creates the kind of environment where truth can rise to the surface. I want you to remain steady, not allowing your thoughts to run ahead of what is actually happening. It is easy to imagine outcomes, to build expectations, or to create stories in your mind. But this moment is not about rushing to a conclusion, it is about being present in what is unfolding. When you stay grounded, you allow things to develop in a way that is real and lasting. This is how something meaningful takes shape without being forced. She has been carrying this feeling quietly, and that quietness has given it depth. It is not based on impulse or temporary emotion, but on observation, reflection, and time. She has seen you in different moments, in strength and in struggle, and her feelings have remained. This consistency is what makes her connection to you strong, even if it has not yet been expressed openly. It is not something that appeared suddenly, but something that has been forming piece by piece. There is also a part of her that wonders if you have noticed anything at all. She questions whether her presence has been felt, whether her small actions have been seen, or whether she remains completely unnoticed. This uncertainty adds to her hesitation, making it harder for her to take that step forward. When someone feels unseen, it becomes difficult to believe that their truth will be received with care. This is why your awareness matters more than you realize. As you continue forward, let your actions reflect a sense of calm understanding. You do not need to speak directly about what you have come to realize, but you can allow your behavior to show openness. A simple act of kindness, a moment of attention, or a genuine response can create a shift in how she feels. These small moments build trust, and trust is what gives courage the space to grow. Without trust, fear remains in control, but with trust, something new becomes possible. You may also notice that her energy becomes more present when she feels even the slightest sense of safety. She may stay longer in conversations, she may open up just a little more, or she may find reasons to be around you more often. These are not random changes, they are responses to the environment you are helping to create. When she senses that the space around you is gentle and accepting, her heart begins to move closer to the surface. I am guiding both of you through this process, even if it feels quiet and unnoticed. There is a purpose in the timing, a reason why things have not yet been spoken openly. Sometimes, hearts need time to align, to heal, and to prepare for what they are about to step into. If everything happened too quickly, it might not carry the depth that is needed to last. This slow unfolding is not delay, it is preparation. Do not allow impatience to disrupt what is taking shape. What is growing here is delicate, and it requires care. When you move with patience, you protect the connection from unnecessary pressure. You allow her to find her own voice at her own pace, which is the only way it can come forward in a genuine way. When the moment arrives, it will not feel forced, it will feel natural and right. You have been chosen to become aware of this, not to control it, but to honor it. There is a difference between knowing something and trying to shape it according to your own will. What is meant for you does not need to be forced into existence. It needs to be recognized and nurtured. This is your role in this moment, to see what has been hidden and to respond with care and patience. She is becoming more aware of you, noticing her, even if you have not said a single word about it. There is a subtle exchange happening where energy speaks in place of words. When your attention becomes gentle and focused, she feels it, and it begins to soften the walls she has built. These walls were not created to keep you out, but to protect her from what she feared might happen if she allowed herself to be fully seen. Now those walls are starting to weaken, not all at once, but slowly, as trust begins to grow. You must continue to move with care, because this stage is delicate. When something has been hidden for a long time, it does not suddenly step into the light without hesitation. She is watching not only your actions, but the consistency of your actions. She is looking for signs that your kindness is real, that your presence is safe, and that your attention does not carry hidden judgment. This is why patience is not just important, it is necessary. There may be moments where you feel the urge to speak directly, to ask questions, or to bring clarity to what you are sensing. But I am guiding you to hold that urge for now. Not because clarity is wrong, but because timing matters more than the desire for immediate understanding. If you speak too soon, you may interrupt the natural unfolding that is already in motion. Allow her to reach a place where her own heart leads her forward, because that is when her truth will come with strength. Type 222 to claim miracles. Is it really possible to attract money more naturally using a 7-second ritual? Research connected to the CIA suggests certain brainwave states influence how opportunities appear in your life. This technique, proven by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people shift away from financial pressure toward improved lifestyles. Many are now stepping into dream homes, driving luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations. But this information may not remain online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. She is beginning to imagine a different outcome now, one where her feelings are not hidden forever. Your presence has started to change the way she sees the possibility of being open. Where there was once only fear, there is now a small but growing sense of hope. This hope is fragile, and it needs to be handled with care. Every interaction you have with her adds to that hope, either strengthening it or weakening it depending on how you show up. You may notice that she lingers a little longer when she has the chance to be near you. She may listen more deeply when you speak, or find ways to stay connected in small and quiet ways. These are not accidental choices. They are expressions of a heart that is slowly finding courage. Even if she does not speak her truth yet, her actions are beginning to carry pieces of it. When you recognize these moments, receive them with warmth, not with pressure. There is also something happening within you that you must not ignore. As you become aware of her feelings, your own heart is being invited to respond. You may begin to feel a connection that you had not fully acknowledged before. This is not something to rush or force, but something to observe honestly within yourself. Awareness is not only about seeing her, it is also about understanding your own emotions as they begin to shift. You have been prepared for this moment in ways you may not have realized. The experiences you have gone through, the lessons you have learned, and the strength you have built are all part of what allows you to handle this situation with care. You are no longer the person you once were, and that growth matters now more than ever. It allows you to approach this connection with maturity, patience, and understanding. She feels that growth in you, even if she cannot explain it in words. There is something about your presence that feels steady, something that does not push or rush, something that allows her to exist without fear. This is what has drawn her closer over time, even while she remained silent. Your energy has become a place where her heart feels safe, even if she has not fully stepped into that safety yet. There will come a moment, and you will feel it when it approaches. It will not be loud or overwhelming, but it will be clear. In that moment, something within her will shift enough to allow her truth to come forward. It may not happen in the way you expect, and it may not be perfect, but it will be real. When that moment arrives, your response will matter deeply. Respond with calmness, with kindness, and with openness, allowing her to feel that her vulnerability is honored. Do not let fear enter your own heart when that moment comes. It is easy to feel uncertain when something hidden becomes visible, but this is not a moment to pull back. It is a moment to remain present, to receive what is being offered without judgment or hesitation. When you respond with steadiness, you create a space where something real can begin to grow. I am guiding both of you through this, even in the silence between your words. There is a purpose in every step, even when it feels small or unnoticed. What is being built here is not rushed, and it is not fragile in the way you might think. It is steady, growing quietly until it is ready to stand in the open. Trust this process, even when you cannot see the full picture yet. Stay grounded in who you are, and do not try to become something different to match what you think she needs. What drew her to you is already within you, and it does not need to be changed. Authenticity is what will keep this connection real, and it is what will allow her to feel that she can be authentic as well. When both of you are able to stand in that truth, something meaningful can take shape. Something within her is beginning to reach a point where it can no longer remain hidden in the same way. The feelings she has carried for so long are pressing against the walls she built, asking for space, asking for truth, asking to be seen. You may not hear it in her words yet, but you will begin to feel it in her presence more strongly than before. The quiet tension is turning into a quiet readiness, and that readiness is not something she can hold back forever. This is the stage where silence begins to transform into expression, even if it starts in the smallest ways. Type 777 to affirm your belief. You may notice that her eyes speak more than her words now. There is a softness, a vulnerability, and a depth that was always there, but is now harder for her to hide. When she looks at you, there is a moment where everything she has been holding inside almost comes to the surface. It is in those moments that you must remain calm and present, not looking away, not becoming uncomfortable, but simply allowing her to feel seen. Sometimes, being truly seen is the first step toward someone finding the courage to speak. She is also beginning to wrestle with herself more deeply. The part of her that wants to stay safe is still there, but the part of her that wants to be honest is growing stronger. This inner struggle is not easy, and it may cause her to act in ways that seem uncertain or inconsistent. There may be days when she feels close, and other days when she seems distant again. This is not a step backward, it is part of the process of someone learning to trust their own heart again. You must not take these shifts personally or let them create doubt in your mind. Her journey is not about confusion, it is about courage being built over time. When you understand this, you will not react with frustration or impatience. Instead, you will respond with steady energy, giving her the space she needs while still being present. This balance is what allows her to continue moving forward without feeling overwhelmed. Type 2222 to receive miracles. What if most people struggle financially because they never activate a specific brainwave? Leading neuroscientists point to CIA-linked research that highlights this missing link. This 7-second ritual, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people rethink their financial habits and improve outcomes. Many are now moving into dream homes, owning luxury cars, and traveling on luxury vacations. But this page might be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is removed. There is a moment approaching where her silence will begin to break, even if it is not in a dramatic way. It may come through a simple conversation that suddenly carries more depth than before. It may come through a small confession that feels bigger than it sounds. It may even come through actions that clearly show what she has been unable to say. However it happens, it will carry a truth that you will recognize, because it will feel different from anything that came before. When that moment arrives, your response must come from a place of understanding. Do not rush to define everything or to push the situation into a clear outcome. Allow her to express herself at her own pace, even if her words come slowly or imperfectly. This is not a performance. This is a vulnerable truth being shared, and it deserves patience. The way you receive her in that moment will shape everything that follows. You may also begin to understand why this connection has taken the time that it has. There were things within both of you that needed to grow, to heal, and to become ready. If this had happened earlier, it might not have carried the same depth or stability. Now, there is a stronger foundation, even if it was built quietly and without your awareness. This is why timing matters more than speed, because what is meant to last must be built carefully. She has not been silent because she did not care, but because she cared deeply. The weight of her feelings made her cautious, not careless. Every moment she chose not to speak was not a rejection of you, but a reflection of her fear. Now that fear is beginning to loosen, and what remains is the truth she has been holding inside. This truth is moving closer to the surface, and it cannot stay hidden much longer. There is also something important you must understand about your own role. You are not here to rescue her from her fear, but to meet her when she steps out of it. Her courage must come from within her, because that is what will make it real and lasting. What you provide is the environment that makes that courage possible. Your presence, your calmness, and your openness are what allow her to take that step. You may feel a sense of anticipation building within you as well, a quiet knowing that something is about to change. This feeling is not something to ignore, because it is part of the awareness you have been given. But do not let that anticipation turn into pressure or expectation. Stay grounded in the present moment, allowing things to unfold naturally. When you remain steady, you allow the moment to arrive in its own time. When her truth finally comes forward, it will not need to be questioned. There will be a clarity in her words or actions that will feel different from anything before. It will carry sincerity, vulnerability, and a sense of release, as if something she has held inside for so long is finally being allowed to breathe. In that moment, what matters most is not what you say, but how you make her feel. Let her feel that her honesty is safe with you. I am guiding you through this, not to create uncertainty, but to prepare you for what is coming. Awareness is your preparation, and patience is your strength. You are not being left to guess or struggle through this alone. Every step you take with care and understanding is part of the path being shaped for you. Trust that what is unfolding is not random, but purposeful. You are now standing at a quiet turning point, even if it does not look dramatic from the outside. Something within her has reached the edge where holding back feels heavier than speaking the truth. The silence that once protected her is beginning to feel like a burden she no longer wants to carry. You may sense a shift in the air when you are near her, a kind of stillness that feels full rather than empty. This is the moment where what has been hidden begins to gather the strength to come forward. Type Amen if you agree. Her heart has been rehearsing this moment in ways you cannot see. She has imagined what it would feel like to finally speak, to finally let her guard down, and to finally allow you to know what she has been holding inside. Yet even now, there is a trembling within her, a quiet fear that asks whether she will be received with care. This is why your presence matters more than your words. When she feels calm around you, when she feels no pressure or judgment, it becomes easier for her to trust the moment. You must continue to be steady, not changing your energy because you sense something is about to happen. If you become overly focused or intense, she may feel that shift and retreat again. Consistency is what gives her the courage to move forward. When she sees that you are the same person, calm and grounded, she begins to believe that her vulnerability will not be met with confusion or rejection. This belief is what allows her to take that final step. There is a certain tenderness in this stage that you must protect. This is not about proving anything or rushing into a defined outcome. It is about allowing something real to reveal itself in a way that feels natural and true. When something has grown in silence for so long, it deserves to come into the light without being forced. Give her the space to speak in her own way, even if her words are simple or incomplete. Truth does not need perfection to be real.